Hello everyone who have joined for the live session. SMT, WRT, hello light workers. What's your name? SMT, WRT. Please mention your name as well. Will you guys let me know if the voice is audible to you or not? I have written in the comment section. I'm asking through the mic as well. Nobody is confirming me. आप लोगों को ऑडिबल बोलने में भी 10 मिनट लग गया. इतना जो है ना साइलेंट ऑडियंस है हम लोगों के पास, यू नो, सच सेट ऑफ साइलेंट पीपल. Even to say yes it is working, they take 5 to 10 minutes to decide. So from here on only we'll start to pick up. I've already told you that we'll do this session in 3 parts. Now whomsoever will be like to participate, it will be a fruitful one. Okay, first set we'll discuss on the current affairs. Secondly, we will talk on 2024 critical predictions, which will be helpful for you. And third one will have a channeling on twin flames as well. Okay, so 3 set. So first set, we can continue. I'm speaking in English, although the flavor of such podcasts would come more live, more alive rather, on a local language. But considering the set of audiences we have, there is always someone or the other saying that sir, I don't understand Hindi too much. The audiences of Kerala, South Indian people, and the audiences outside India also, they have few issues. So I'll rather try to stick to the language to the max as possible, as English for all our sessions and podcasts to the max, until and unless the topic has to be explained particularly in Hindi only. Okay, so that will be our theme. So let's talk about the current affairs that is happening. Okay, and why it is necessary for you guys, because see, for the n number of channels that you guys follow or listen to or watch their videos or follow anyone as influencer. Okay, prima facie their objective, I don't know, is from the start to the end is only money making, nothing else. Okay, apart from minting money, they have nothing else. You won't find any channel like Together Divines, and if you do find, I always say please come forward and let me know that no sir, there are other people like you also. Okay, because see, the kind of effort we put on a private channel, I have not opened up. And now these days even Instagram has started its monetization program. So any channel which is open to all, which is a public domain, and which has certain activities going on, certain number of followers, Instagram is paying money. But apart from knowing this fact also, I have not been making this Instagram group as a public profile. It's a complete private, which means that every one of you who are a part of this family, till now are a set of chosen people. We consider it as a family or a group, not only by just by saying, but in actual also, because it's a close set of group. All the knowledge that you can have here, all the informations that you get here, and all the kind of questions, answers, and even such live sessions you guys are being able to watch or listen or participate, is all happening privately only for you. No other Tom, Dick, and Harry from outside can come and poke here. Okay, it's a complete decorum environment. But one thing I would like to say that I have been looking out since the start of this channel. uh, our main core motive idea was to reach out and help those people who are not able to find a way in their life. Maybe they are stuck in relationship issues, any kind of spiritualism related issues, any kind of issues which is bothering them, and they don't find anyone to talk to, any kind of life related issues, relationships, love problems, anywhere which is dragging you down, even your corporate world, whichever issues which you are facing. So we'll try to help you as a counselor, as a guide, as a coach. And I myself, having a lot of such background of spiritualism, and having explored many facets of spiritualism, I thought at one junction you'll get to know all the aspects. You'll get all the best of the advice, be it Vedic astrology point of view, be it numerology point of view, Vastu point of view, if it considering your home and family related issue, or be it even twin flame related issues, or even a regular relationship. So that is our point of view. But from the beginning, when I started, we had this aspirations that we'll get to see real, genuine people who are into deep core spiritualism, and who would like to, appreciate such platform, and be a part of it and even contribute. But in these many years, I have seen that the kind of people that would like to engage is very handful number of people. Still there are lot many people who have been untouched, who are somewhere lost, and who might be looking out for this similar kind of channels. So if you find someone in your vicinity who needs such kind of help, or who appreciates to be a part of such family as Together Divines, and please let them know about this channel, and would like to join them also. Because day by day I am seeing the core intention and the core motive of most of the followers are not anything per se knowing about spiritualism, or knowing about twin flames, or anything as such, but more or less they are just bored fellows in their life. They have no aspirations, they have no direction in their life, they themselves don't know where they are going, what they are doing in their life. And they are so bored that Together Divines Triple Two just becomes a random XYZ channel on their scrolling list. And it makes they have no objective, neither for themselves nor for their, I would say, any bigger mission or goal. Neither they are part of any bigger mission or goal. Neither they are doing any good for themselves, neither they are doing any good for the society where they live in, or uh, the community where they belong to. So this is the scenario of maximum of the follows that we have. Neither they are doing their life purpose in their own life, neither they are helping us. They can be a part of our channel, and you know try to contribute a little also from their aspect also. So they are not doing anything. So we have this bunch of rubbish, bullshit, what you call aimless people, mostly in terms of followers. And uh, the outer demeanor of such personality, such people, is such that we are very spiritual, we are uh, very much special sort of people. I don't know if they recognize themselves as light workers or not, but I would like to ask you guys also that those who are listening right now, that as a light worker, can you just tell me, what things are you doing as you as an individual in your own life as a light worker? What are the things that you guys are doing? Can you just tell me right now? I would just like to hear out that twin flame is a subset of a light worker, right? That every twin flame is a light worker, but every light worker might not be a twin flame. I have told this already, Might be I'll prepare a video dedicated on this topic, a twin flame and light worker. Twin flame is a subset of light worker. Okay, it's a mathematical analogy to it, that twin flame is a subset of light worker. But you guys can understand that in a simple terms, it means that twin flame, every twin flame is a light worker, but every light worker is not a twin flame. Okay, so how many of you guys over here listening right now, as a light worker, you guys are doing something which can, you know see it in the eyes of God? Obviously, as a light worker, you must not be aspiring to do things to get validation from people, or what you call, to make a identity in front of people. It should always be that if God, even if God does not exist, if the universe as a collective, as a whole, if you consider universe as an energy and in a bigger picture, then if you see it in those perspective also, then see it as there is someone as sitting on the bench as a judge or a observer, or a person who has been managing all these things. Everything happens, you get your food, you have your daily sunrise, you have your daily sunset, the season changes, everything is coordinated on this planet. So if there is someone who is coordinating this, be it a person whom you consider as Jesus Christ or Shiv, or anyone, something seen as a masculine figure, or a goddess, something seen as a feminine power, or it can be any as thing as a super energy, which is beyond your comprehension, which you cannot describe in words. But still there is some force which is balancing all things out, and never it has been that these things go crazy unless and until it's the time of what you call the doomsday, कयामत की रात जिसको बोलते हैं ना, जैसे सब कुछ तबाही का मंजर ना हो, तब तक तो सब कुछ कोऑर्डिनेटेड ही है. सो कोई तो कर रहा है, तो उसी एनर्जी के खातिर भी अगर उसकी नज़र में आपको खुद को देखना है, देन what are the things that you guys are doing which will have some respect in his eyes, that super energy's eyes, that yes, you can call yourself a light worker. Claiming yourself as a light worker and actually executing something as a light worker is exactly two different topic altogether. But people have made it a scrambled egg. एक पनीर भुर्जी बना के रख दिया पूरा, पनीर भुर्जी, अंडा भुर्जी बना के रख दिया पूरा, दैट मैं लाइट वर्कर हूँ, मैं ट्विन फ्लेम हूँ, मैं सब कुछ हूँ, फलाना ढिमका हूँ, बट करूँगा मैं घंटा कुछ भी नहीं, पर कहना तुमको मेरे को लाइट वर्कर ही है. ठीक है. Okay, someone has written a comment. Apart from my work, I do tarot reading and guide my surroundings about spirituality. Also, I do feed animals sometimes. Okay, that's good one, Rashmi. Thanks for and others. Are they lost or they are not doing anything as a light worker? As a sample, we have few people who have joined, but even from them, there's pin drop silence on this. If you have to think on this question, then it's a big question mark on you guys also, that what kind of life you guys are living then altogether. If you have to think, or if you don't find an answer to it till now, because on this aspect, although I have not spoken boldly till now, but altogether, if you combine, see the dictionary of Together Divines videos and creations, and all the teachings that we have freely given to you through YouTube, through podcasts, and to any of the guys who have taken personal counseling sessions also, that you have to pick up something. If you have problem in finding your life purpose, then you can consult with us, but you have to pick up something. Just don't waste your life without doing anything. by just sitting there, eating, going to the washroom, again repeating the same cycle, and you're calling it a life. You're calling it that yes, we exist on earth. And then what is the difference between your life and a life of a pig? Please let me know. If you guys are doing the same thing which the normal other creature, the roadside stray dog or a stray cow or a stray cat or the pig or even an insect is doing, eating, sleeping, mating, producing children, fighting, having an argument with someone, or defending themselves when someone tries to stab them, you know searching for food, the birds, animals, insects, parasites, everyone is doing. So what are the things that you guys are doing which can call you categorize you in the category of a light worker or a spiritual person or a classified twin flame altogether, right? I do bhajan and satsang. Do you attend bhajan and satsang, or do you execute for others? Please clarify this one. And for Rashmi, who have answered this beautifully, whatever you are doing, I do appreciate a lot on a personal level also, Rashmi. And tarot reading is itself one of a very good service to people. There are very less genuine tarot cards out there in the this field. Most of the people are there. You are yourself a tarot reader, so you might be knowing there are many people who are not providing genuine tarot services. So one thing is good, I appreciate. Secondly, you are saying that you are feeding animals, so that's also very good part that you are doing. And I will just like to advise to you and to anyone who will be listening this, that this part of the podcast, that please do not click pictures, and please do not create videos to get likes and followers, or to establish yourself as a animal feeder in the market. That would be that would be completely jeopardizing the entire this noble work that you guys are doing. So do it to the max. If you like Rashmi said, I'll just tell you my side of getting connected to the animals. uh, since childhood I had more been associated with animals than people, because my home was on a countryside, a little bit on the outskirts of a city area. So friends used to live very far. So once the school bus used to drop at my home, I used to have 3 dogs at one point of time. One by one, every year we kept on adding dogs. So 3 dogs at home, and I used to spend most of the time with the dogs. These days, how I'm connecting with the animals is that every week I rather I'll start with every day. Every day, once I wake up, unless and until I have fed the birds, okay, unless and until I have fed the birds, I don't consume anything. Until and unless I'm traveling or I'm on a hotel or some other location, this is my daily routine, that I wake up in the morning. Then I feed the birds, provide them food. If not anything like chapati or anything, then if I don't have, then I always have a stack of biscuits to feed them. And the crows come and feed on my biscuits. I share with them. Pigeons come, the small sparrows come to feed, and I arrange the water, food for them in the morning. Only after that I start with my daily other routine. So this is my daily thing. Once in a week I go to, once or twice or thrice in a week I go and feed the cows. Okay, गौशाला में जाके गायों को भी फीड करता हूँ. And again, once in a week I feed the ants also. So this is the way in which I have been connecting with the animals. And in past 6 months itself, and I've never posted about this anywhere in my post or anywhere, because I'm not doing it for likes, followers, and to gain the viewership. Okay, I'm doing it for my own soul peace, or for my own soul satisfaction. And it's not that if I don't feed those birds and animals or ants, they will die next day. They will go and hunch for the food somewhere, or they'll have their own arrangement. But it more, if you see in a bigger picture, these things are you are doing for yourself, for your own soul. These things will help you as an individual you know get connected with your inner soul better. And in past these many months, 5 to 6 months, very unique incidents have happened. I'll just share you with you guys. Once there was a monkey which came to my house, partly injured. I don't know if I have shared with you guys earlier to this or not, but there was a monkey which came very injured, did not land up to any of the neighbors' house, but it landed up at my house. And parents was also very frightened that a monkey has come, because monkeys are very different way of animal. They are very adamant to handle a monkey. It's very different, but it was injured one, and that too on a day of, I suppose, Monday or a Tuesday. Fairly, I suppose it was a Tuesday only. So I thought Hanumanji has himself come and visited, given monkey god as himself paid a visit. So I gave him, my parents were so scared, they were not even going to near the monkey to feed the monkey as well. So I arranged some food for the monkey. I gave him banana, apple, which he enjoyed very happily, some vegetables also, and went off. I have clicked the photos and videos for my own personal, but I've never shared with you guys. Even with you guys also, even on a private platform also, I have not shared. Then similarly, once happened that I was just working, and towards evening, parents told me that there's a small sparrow, that has landed up. I said, what has happened? So partly, even in my family now, they know that I am into this healing profession and all. And because I have applied those healing remedies on my parents as well, so they know, even where situations where doctors give up, or they say it's not possible, I say no, it's possible. In the world of healing, everything is possible. You should know the methodology only. Our gurus have are so much capable people on earth, that it is beyond your imagination what can be done. And I should not be blabbering about all those things as well. So I said, okay, I'll look at this sparrow, what has happened. So sparrow had some leg injury, I suppose, and was not able to fly, just stranded on a ground like a small dog or a kitten, completely helpless. So I lifted the sparrow and gave some food, medicines, and I put an ointment of some turmeric powder, some oil, and I gave some bit of healing also. And I wanted to see the bird overnight, next day after being healed, but by the time I was awake, the bird had already gone, flew and gone away. Okay. And so even birds, my parents were also shocked that among these many homes, monkey chose to came to visit you and was in an injured condition. The sparrow came and chose to visit you. Even the sparrow was in an injured condition. So see, as a human, I am in front of you guys. I have my channels. I have a lot of videos already around, but there are handful of people who connect to me. Why? Because firstly, the vibration doesn't match. Most of the people are vibrating at a lower frequency. Lower frequency money, all the greed, anger, lust, ego, fear, remorse, बदले की भावना, पछतावा, है ना, these many issues, childhood trauma, those many, they are vibrating at those frequencies. Most of the people, even those who have moved out of these scenarios, they are stuck on these issues of, I'm not getting someone for sex, I'm not getting someone for marry, or those sort of issues in their life, mostly sex only, to be frank enough, because most of the crowd cannot think or imagine anything beyond sex. In name of twin flame also, they are looking for sex only. In name of our channeling also, they are looking for some sexual satisfaction. तो अपनी आंतरिक हवस को बस हवा देना चाहते हो किसी तरीके से, और नाम के लिए ट्विन फ्लेम एंड ऑल दिस लाइट वर्कर्स, दे हैव जस्ट पुट अ लेबल्ड ऑन देमसेल्फ, सो they don't vibe, right? So it is quite an amazing to those animals and birds. The monkey I have never met in my life, to the sparrow I have never met in my life. They landed up next to my room because on a frequency level they knew that if I go to this person will heal me, this person will cure me. But people here who have the conscience, who have the analytical mind, who are hearing lot of podcast videos and referring, and it is written in my profile also that I am a healer, right? They will not take those healing modalities with me. It's the only difference that animals, I do it for free. For people, I'll charge, definitely, right? But even to ask for help, those animals at that frequency, vibrating at a frequency which is, at a different level compared to humans, but humans are so much, complex people, they are so much analytical that they can make a difference, especially to those guys who call themselves spiritual light workers or twin flames. They can make a difference of, whether we need to approach and, take from this person or not, any guidance or any healing modalities. They are not doing, but those animals are approaching to me, they are coming. And okay, one more incident, snake. Once a snake had entered our home, and again very snake, I did not do anything. There was a guy next to our home who was very competent enough to in handling snakes. He pulled the snake and released it on a jungle side sort of place. But once a snake had also approached for the healing. So snakes are very different. You don't know which one is poisonous or not. But I did not do anything with the snake, but I have seen this pattern, back to back, different set of genre of animal, one a reptile, one a flying creature, one a mammal, monkey. Okay, they have approached me for this. So somewhere I feel that none of my friends know what I do. My family have recently started to know. I don't post such videos, or I don't publicize all this healing work also, but they are seeking for healing through me, so somewhere on the eyes of God, somewhere on the eyes of the master, I think I have been able to establish at such a platform or such a level from where this message is passed on to the universe, that if you are looking for a serious health issues, if you are looking for a serious medical issue, please go and visit to this person. So my parents were even making a fun that for these animals and birds, it seems our home is a hospital. They come, they take the treatment from you, and they get discharged and they fly off. Okay, so even I was laughing. But I never discussed those things again with my parents or anywhere in my mind. Today, while sitting across with you guys, and when Rashmi told that she is used to feeding animals, so I could connect with this thing, that in the eyes of the universe, how so it doesn't matter how you guys perceive me, that what kind of person I am. Your judgment, your criticism, or your analysis, whether you see me as a good person or a bad person, it makes 0% value to me. Why? Because in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of the divine, or in the eyes of the holy masters, I suppose these things have been established, that yes, you are going in that track, and we are sending you different creatures for their healing, so you can better help them out. I am not pulling those animals towards me, but they are naturally getting attracted towards me. Okay, so I do attend and also do bhajan satsang for others. Okay, that is also a good one. So with your bhajan satsang or sermons, what you guys are doing, try to bring at least a change in a life of at least one person. Many doesn't matter, many can go from 1 to 100, 100 to 1000, 1000 to lakhs, and 10,000 also. That should not be a goal. Your goal should only be to make a change in life of a one person. One person should be completely, their life must be transformed because of your bhajan and satsang. Then I'll take it as a actually as a light worker category. Okay, else you might be very fond of music and these things, and you can do it, all these things also, but without a transformation in a life of any other person, through whatever things you are doing, your this noble work also, whatever you are doing in the name of God, also won't find a direction. Okay, so your target must only be one person, not more than that. Whatever more than that comes is by default, by the grace of God, it's coming. Okay, so just try to bring a change in a life of a person. Psychologically he might change, emotionally he might get healed, or devotionally he might get very much devoted to the holy deities, or to your way of doing the bhajans and kirtans. But it has to happen that at least one guy gets influenced through you. That should be your goal. Rashmi is also saying, yeah, photos should be restricted. But if you see in general, in totality, all those so-called spiritual leaders or gurus, whomsoever you are seeing, anywhere you go and see their page, you will be finding lot many videos. Only they are trying to portray that I am a very good person, and I am in feeding cows, I am feeding birds, I am feeding the dogs, always, day in day out. Only their purpose is to do this only. Okay, so how can you think that person, someone of my thoughts, my analysis, I will have any kind of a respect for those person who take a camera along with them while they are donating to someone, who who on one hand is donating to some poor people, and on the other hand showcasing it on Facebook, on Instagram, that see, I have donated this person so much, so, and is happy because of 100 200 likes. Is saying, yeah, it's a good cause. On one side, say it's a good thing that someone inspires from your activity, and seeing that how you help other people, or the poor people, or the animals get inspired to do that act. Okay, but even for that aspect of doing also, never try to match your face, show your facial structure while helping. Just do it without your face. Okay, don't come in a one frame where your face is also appearing and the face of the poor person is also appearing, that see how great you are. Try to avoid that while clicking pictures in such donation or such noble work, firstly. And secondly, even if you get appeared on your face value that yes, you have been donating or helping others, it should be only for once in a while. Once in a blue moon you are doing it, and after that you have stopped doing it. Whosoever will get inspired through one picture or one photo also. It's not necessary that you keep on posting that, see, every new year I am distributing blankets, every Saturday I'm distributing food to the needy. What's the need? If it's your business only, then you'll require so much photo. If your business is of collecting donations from people, and through donations, you already know there's a lot of many scams happening in India, electoral bond scam and all. So if your business is this collection of funds and misutilizing of the funds, then you will definitely need to prove through accounts that yes, I have been taking funds from people, I have been feeding so many, so I need more funds, I don't have fund to feed more dogs, I don't have fund to feed more people, so please give me more fund. So if it is a business, whether profitable organization or a non-profitable NGO organization, doesn't matter, but if it's with the intention of business, then yes, you can keep on doing it. Then it's a business, it's not a noble cause at all, it's not a light work. Okay, and if it's not a business, then camera is very much approachable to everyone through your mobile, recording is very much approachable. Don't click it. Even if you click it, put it in your records. Don't showcase on set of people to establish yourself as someone, as a social worker, unless and until you want to contribute to yourself as I want to be a politician, or I want to campaign for some elections in the future, so I need those videos and supports to get connected with other people and gain their sympathy. So even politicians are doing the business. Okay, so if you don't have such intentions, then stay away from this. Okay, I have 5 cats at my home and they are my love. Yeah, I know that you are very fond of cats as well, and it's a good thing. With cats, I'll let you know that cats are very highly spiritual animals that you can pet on at home very easily. Cows are also very highly spiritual animal, and there is nothing compared to having a cow at your home. But with this urban lifestyle, maintaining a cow at home is a very daunting task, next to impossible thing, unless you have a sufficient piece of land and a sufficient natural help to maintain the cow for their feeding. And it's very next, but cow is the number one spiritual being that you can have on your home. Next one is cat, and the third one is dog. So she's having cats at your home, so they are very you can have a lot of learning through cats if you observe them, if you take their blessings, if you see, then you will get to learn a lot from these animals. They are very highly spiritual creatures that you can have at your home. So you are lucky that you are having lot many cats at your home, and they ward off negativity also. Any kind of evil energy coming towards home, your home, to you, towards your family, cats have this high frequency that they can ward off the negativity. And even in our this world of black magic and this world of energy tantra, different organs of cat is used as a remedy, or to make this tabis and all. So you can imagine that cats are so much highly vibrant creations. बर्ड्स के लिए पानी रखती हूँ। ओके, आप अगर बर्ड्स के लिए पानी रखते हो ना, तो पानी के साथ साथ कुछ खाना भी रख दो, ठीक है? क्योंकि एंड बर्ड्स का किसी भी एनिमल्स का मैं बता देता हूँ, उनका जो खाने का जो टाइम होता है ना, अर्ली मॉर्निंग होता है। इंसान तो क्या है, 24 घंटे में कभी भी सेक्स कर लेता है, 24 घंटे में कभी भी खा लेता है। सो ह्यूमंस डोंट हैव दिस डिसिप्लिन ऑफ व्हाट टाइम दे नीड टू हैव सेक्स, व्हाट टाइम दे नीड टू प्रोड्यूस बेबी, एंड व्हाट टाइम दे नीड टू ईट एंड स्लीप. But if you see this jungle, if you see the forest way of life, what happens is that early morning, when the sunrise happens, somewhere around like 5 to 6 a.m., okay, that is the time when they are the most hungry, and that is the time first thing they do is that they drink water. Okay, even in the forest, first time early morning they will drink a lot of water, and they are so much hungry at the early sunrise hours. So morning from 5 a.m. to 8 or 9 a.m. is the time best when you can feed the birds or any animal. That's the time when they are the hungry most. They eat a lot. And evening, if you try to feed the birds, you can go and try after the sunset. No bird will come and eat anything that you will throw at there, even at the place where birds are fed. So they have a rule, even the mating, they mate only when the season it comes. They don't mate round the year. ह्यूमंस तो क्या है ना कि कुत्ते बिल्ली से भी बदतर है, उनको कभी भी सेक्स चढ़ जाता है एंड उनको कभी भी भूख लग जाता है, कुछ भी चबाते रहते हैं. एंड on this health aspects we have already spoken lot many times that the most of the foods that is available out there in the market, on the restaurants, in the name of street food, or in your shopping malls, in terms of eating edible things, are not actually adding any value to your health as well. They are all completely junk, completely garbage. Okay, so animals won't eat anything that you throw. They have their set of things what they should eat and what they should not eat. Birds won't eat flesh. There are birds who eat flesh like eagle, but like pigeon, you can't feed them on flesh. They know what they need to eat, so they'll feed on grains or on chapati or those sort of things. So they eat what they are meant to eat. They sex, they produce babies when it is required for them, when the nature allows them to, okay, this is the time for mating, they do. And similarly, eating and sleeping time, early morning is the best time to feed any kind of animals or birds. And after sunset, even though the bird will go hungry to their bed or to their nest, but they will not thrive on your free lunch. वो तुम्हारा मुफ्त का खाना दाना चुगने के लिए शाम का सूर्यास्त के बाद नहीं आने वाला है, कोशिश करके देख लो. ठीक है. So they have a proper rule. So if you see, in a minutely, if you see, the message that I have given right now is that although humans are born with this higher consciousness of understanding so many topics, health, spiritualism, finance, studies, families, relationships, having so much of brain, but the life how humans live these days, at least, are more worse than the insects, parasites, bacteria, or कोई गली का कुत्ता ही क्यों ना हो. ठीक है, उससे भी बदतर हो चुका है हम लोग का लाइफस्टाइल, बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव डिसिप्लिन फॉर एनीथिंग. जब मन किया खा लिया. कोई रात को 12 बजे खा रहा है, कोई 2 बजे खा रहा है रात को. ठीक है. एंड जब भी खा रहा है तो कुछ भी खा रहा है, ऐसा भी नहीं कि कोई अच्छा चीज़ खाए, है ना, कुछ भी खा रहा है, चिप्स खा रहे हैं आलतू फालतू. तो खैर ये सब चीज़ों में आई वॉन्ट गो, बट बेसिकली देर हैज़ टू बी अ डिसिप्लिन. Animals do follow discipline. Every animal, if you see, even if you see the ants, they too have a discipline. How? On the summers, they are collecting the foods, they are building the nest. Okay. On rainy season, they don't come outside. They have their storage of food. The bees do the same thing. मधुमक्खी भी वही करते हैं. शहद उनका जो है ना एक वो होता है, स्टोरेज होता है एनर्जी का. ठीक है. सिमिलरली आपका जो है ना टाइगर्स ऑल्सो, इवन आई हैव ट्रैवल्ड थ्रू जंगल सफारी एंड फॉरेस्ट मेनी अ टाइम्स, and we used to get feared that tiger might attack, lion might attack. So the local guy used to say, see, animals are so disciplined, a tiger will attack you only if the tiger is or the lion is very hungry or has not eaten for many days. Only then they will attack humans, else they will not attack. If the tiger is already fed on something a day before, or 5 or 6 days once they attack, so if it's already filled its hunger, it won't attack even if you pass from nearby. Okay, it won't attack. It will attack only if it's hungry. But for human, you see, whether you are hungry or not, you are still eating. कुछ भी मन किया चलो खा लिया. So discipline is completely lost from our lives at all. Okay, so once we are connecting with the animals and once we are feeding those animals and birds, One point, that you can take away from them is that they are not going to, come back and say thank you in words. Okay, thank you, you are doing this something. You can have this opportunity because you are close to those animals and birds while you are feeding them. You can observe and have these kind of smaller learnings from them. Nobody came and told me these learnings of those animals and birds. I learned it by myself by watching their periodic cycle, at what time they eat. Once around summer I was having lychee around 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. So the crow, which set of crows which feeds, which takes feed from me, they came and asked for the lychee, so I had to give them also. So few days later I tried to feed the lychee after the sunset. They never came. Even if I was eating the lychee on a terrace, they never came. So I thought last time it wasn't sunset, so they came and asked for lychee, that please give me some. I gave them, they ate away very happily. But after sunset they won't come. So they have a discipline, you know that after sunset no animal will eat. If it's your pet dog at your home, you have changed their habit through and matched it with your eating lifestyle. Cat same way. But even those animals also, their natural instinct is to eat before sunset. Okay, so try to learn something from them also. It will be a very beneficial thing uh, for you. Even in your spiritual journey it might help you a lot. Okay, and yeah, मैंने देखा है कोई भी बच्चा जो मुझे पहली बार देखा वो मेरे गोद में आ जाता है और बहुत सुकून महसूस करता है. Yeah, that's good to hear that babies are very comfortable to you, and even babies understand the energy very fast. They don't need any explanation of who is good and who is bad. Through energies they can understand who is good and who is bad, right? So getting into the spiritual journey is everything is this fascinating for people to call themselves light workers or spiritual. So today's message, you guys can take it as a reminder also that although the channel was started somewhere around 3 years back, and many a times we had reminded you, many a times we have shouted at you, many a times we have poked you to please do something which adds value to your soul. Please do something which adds value to the society, or please do something which you know certifies you as a light worker. But it's a complete what you call a disgrace that many of you guys are not doing anything. I'm not saying those guys who are listening, but on a broader picture, the followers who are even joined with Together Divines have not taken anything uh, in their mission, or they don't have a bigger mission to their life. Basically, if I put it in a single statement, they don't have a bigger mission to their life. So if you see their life with other people, inherently, because of the internal composition of being the flames of these twin flames or these light workers, even if they try to match the energy of the other normal people, jumping around oyo or jumping around restaurants, clubs, and socializing with lots of people, hanging around with multiple relationships, although they try to match the energy of the other regular people, they don't enjoy it to the fullest. Why? Because their inner calling is something else, and they don't take up any of a bigger mission to their life, although their inner calling is pushing them towards to take up something. So what is happening is that neither they become totally like those people whom they are trying to copy, like their friend circle or other people around whom they see in the society. Neither they are able to exactly copy their life, and even if someone tries to copy their life for few days, few weeks, few months, then their inner calling drifts them. The drifting happens and they drift towards isolation. Any guy, boy or a woman or a man or a girl whatsoever, listening to it and having the courage to accept that yes, I am in this category, I really appreciate, at least and this level, that at least after hearing this you have accepted that yes, you are one of this. Because I know personally many people who have taken counseling, and through energies also, through their lifestyle, I can see those things happening, right? ना वो completely एक spiritualism को accept कर पाते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि डायरेक्शन ले नहीं रहे, डिसिप्लिन ले नहीं रहे, गाइडेंस ले नहीं रहे, एक लाइफ में एक बिगर मिशन स्टैब्लिश नहीं कर रहे, और ना ही वो जिनके कॉपी करके जिनके जैसा बनना चाहते हैं, अपने दोस्तों के जैसा, उनके जैसा बन पा रहे हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि उसके लिए तो वो बने ही नहीं है, राइट? तो क्या है ना, या तो आप वो नॉर्मल लाइफ जियो जैसे बाकी लोग जी रहे हो, एंड इट्स गुड फॉर यू, या तो फिर आप कंप्लीटली लोगों से वैलिडेशन लेना बंद कर दो. स्टॉप टेकिंग वैलिडेशन फ्रॉम पीपल एंड do what your inner soul calling is asking you to do. Don't try to copy those set of people who have a different life purpose compared to you. Okay, so that you guys will have to decide by yourself, right? And unless and until because that is a bread and butter, right? That is a basic ideology of how you would like to live your life. And to satisfy your soul, you have to definitely do something which your soul is pushing you towards. ये करो, ये करो, ठीक है ना? आपका सोल, आत्मा बोल तो रहा है ना. You need to take up those things that your soul is calling. Not पहले अच्छा था, ये इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक नहीं होता था तो nobody used to know what shit is happening in someone else's life. अभी भी नहीं पता होता, क्योंकि आउटर डेमिनर में तो सबको हैप्पी, सक्सेसफुल एंड यही सब दिखाता है, अंदर में खिचड़ी पक रहा होता है, अलग बात है. बट एटलीस्ट ये तो नहीं होता ना कि दैट पर्सन इज गोइंग ऑन अ पार्टी, दैट पर्सन इज having found a beautiful soulmate or beautiful life partner. I have not found, right? So that comparison did not used to happen. That person started earning so much, I am not earning so much. So these days these comparisons are happening. But let me tell you guys, very as a gentle reminder, that you are not meant to compare your life with them. Whatever financial goals you have, put it as your own individual financial goal. Don't try to compare with others, that उसने किया तो मुझे भी ये करना है. Whatever social goals you have, put it as your individual, that this is my social goal. I need to achieve this much status or name, fame in family, society. That should be your own prerogative. Don't try to mix it up with other people around you, your friend circle or your colleagues in office, and try to emanate them. It will never, it's a never ending journey. कुत्ते को कभी पूंछ पकड़ते हुए देखा? अपना अपना ही पूंछ पकड़ते हुए. Have you seen a dog trying to catch his own tail? He will not be able to catch his own tail and will go on round and round and round. It is very funny scenario to see such a view, but that is what will happen if you guys do not set an ideology for yourself, for your life, because you are just wasting your life, right? So don't compare your lifestyle with the lifestyle of your friends and family and other people in the society. know that you are a very different individual made up of different composition, and your thought process, your belief system, your way of life is completely different that compared to others, and accordingly, you know, you need to live by yourself. And moreover, whatsoever you do in your life, you need to have a bigger mission to it. Many people call it as a soul purpose, many people call it as a life purpose. Uh, right now, naturally, what words are popping out from my mouth is a bigger life statement. You need to have a bigger life mission to it. So if you don't have that life mission, do find out, do read lot of books, do your own self introspection, analyze yourself as a person right from your childhood, how you have been, but do find out. Okay, because unless and until you take up your life purpose, you won't find that happiness that you are trying to find in your life ever. I guarantee you, you won't find that happiness. You can fake other people, but you can't fool yourself, right? That happiness will only come to you once you identify or establish a mission. Like, I'll tell you from my own aspect. I'm a corporate person, everybody knows. I'm trying hard in my own business. Still, I am running this channel. Together Divines, Three Netras, two channels I am running. I don't find too much time to give to, but any topic, any issue which I find worth educating you all, worth reminding you all, so that you become a better person, you become more updated with those information I try to share with you guys. So that's the reason why our domain is not particularly here to make you addicted with only with twin flame. Are how much twin flame you listen? You have to be aware of many things around you, on only with those, by knowing that what is happening around you, you will be able to call yourself an awakened person. How can you imagine that an awakened person is such a person in terms of your people of your definition? Then awakened person is such a person who knows that whether he is a divine masculine or a divine feminine, and awakened person is a such person who is day in and day out simping for his or her partner. Awakened person is such a person who is day in day out trying to have sex with the other person, planning different sexual fantasies in his or her mind. Awakened person is such a desperate person that day in day out he or she is only listening to channelings of what is happening in the other person or how much he or she is missing. So these call of and most of the channels are doing the same thing. They are only serving you with these shitty things, and then you call that, sir, are you an awakened person or not? Am I awakened? Yes, I am awakened. How? Because in 2020 I came to know that that person is my twin flame. So what the fuck it made a difference in your life or that person's life by knowing that that person was a twin flame? What after that? What productive that you did by knowing that you were born as a twin flame? What after that? It will be a long dot silence, nothing else. I was born as a twin flame. I knew other person as a twin flame. Now I categorize myself as a awakened person. Very good. What that where the country's economy is going? I don't know. What do you know what is happening in politics around you? I don't know. Do you know anything which is causing harm to our weather, which is causing harm to our climate changes? I don't know. Right? Do you have any mission statement in your life? Are you helping anyone, any people, any animals in your life? I'm not doing anything. Are you meditating? Do you know even how to meditate? Sir, I don't know how to meditate. I only listen to 50 20 free videos on the YouTube and try to meditate, but I have not experienced any chakra activation. I have not experienced any kundalini activation. I have not done anything. Okay. So where the fuck I should consider you as a twin flame or a light worker or a awakened person? You are nothing more than a pig to me. You are nothing more than a street dog to me. Frankly speaking, I won't have even an iota of respect for you. If you are willing to learn, if you are doing something, I can at least appreciate for the efforts. But neither you are doing something, neither you are putting on any efforts. Yes, all your efforts are going where? Trying to find a marriage. Okay, on marriage related in today's twin flame channeling, if I happen to do, I will give a very big revelation to the twin flames also. So if we reach up to that part tonight itself, then we'll touch that aspect also. Okay, I'll explain you regarding the this thing. It's a very critical one, and I'm sure no other channel are so much able to tell so exactly regarding this thing. But day in day out, if you guys are only subjective regarding these many things only, right, then look at yourself in the mirror or look at yourself from a distance. अपने कोई ना थोड़ा सा दूरी से देखो, खुद को वहीं रखो, उसी कमरे में, उसी जगह में जहाँ पे बैठे हो या खड़े हो, और थोड़ा दूर से देखो कि तुम्हारी जो हरकतें हैं, तुम्हारी जो ज़िंदगी जीने का जो तरीका है, उससे तुम्हारी आत्मा को, तुम्हारा एक जो है ना एक बड़ा पिक्चर को क्या फ़र्क पड़ रहा है? कुछ भी नहीं. You are just lying there as a piece of shit, as a parasite, not putting any efforts, not doing anything, going nowhere, just wasting every year after year after year like a pig. And to the best, as a twin flame, that you have identified yourself as a divine masculine or a feminine, to the max, what you guys are doing is searching for n number of channels over the internet and Instagram and trying to like the posters of the twin flame channel where different male and female are there on different sexual positions, and there are different haywire channelings going on for twin flames, that this year you'll have a union, this year you'll find your soulmate, this year, those random things that you are doing in your life, right? Twin flame, even if we consider yourself on the prerogative of a twin flame, then the twin flame journey starts by knowing that his or you or the other person are in a twin flame journey, identifying it, and then completely forgetting who or he or she was completely. Okay, just forget who or he or she was in your life and focus down completely with a sense of detachment and completely into your self-love. Take up some soul mission, take up some bigger thing in your life. Evaluate yourself, your daily activities as a light worker, and start molding your lifestyle on that fashion, so that overall your energy heightens up to such a level that in this lifetime or in any other lifetime in future, your twin flame develops a magnetic pull towards you and you get into perfect union. Right? That is the crux of a twin flame channel. That is the crux of a twin flame journey. That is how you should be executing your twin flame. But on the contrary to this, quite opposite to it, what is happening is that after you identify yourself as a twin flame or the other person, then all the bullshit starts happening. Then although you are married for someone with 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, although you have your children, Now you don't like this person anymore. Now you don't like your children anymore. Now you don't like your family anymore. Anyway, you want to go and have sex with that other person. Why? Because you are having a deep sense of craving for the other person, which is unbearable. All right. And day in, day out, you are running after these shitty channels in the name of twin flames all over the world and flooded in the market, which are there to trap you and say that yes, I will provide you union, I'll provide you union, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And you start doing all the shitty things, only to realize after many months and years that that was completely waste of time. I wasted my money, I wasted my time, I've gained nothing. Right? That's the fact. Whether you realize it through these statements, which I'm giving, educating you freely, which we have been educating it freely, or you understand with the course of things by getting a dent, occurring some losses in your life, or you understand it right away. It's all up to you, up to your maturity. But that is the crux, that is the fact of a union. Even among twin flames also, if you see that so and so person is having a twin flame union and you are not having a twin flame union, then it's not meant that your timeline and the other person timeline is the same. Other person might have a union, does not mean that you are also entitled for the union right away. But what you guys see, no, that person is having, how can I not have? First of all, you don't even know that whether the other person who is sharing the story of the twin flame union, whether that person is an actual twin flame or not. You don't know. It can be a fake story also that someone has put up. Because it's very rare that a one twin flame gets to interact with the other twin flame in real life. It's a very rare combination. It will never happen. One twin flame is always isolated with the other twin flame. Okay, it's not so easy that you will find very, that you have a twin flame and I have a set of 5 other friends. My 5 other friends are also in a twin flame journey. अरे कौन सा गाली दूँ, तुम्हारे 5 दोस्त कामसूत्र स्टोरी में है, कोई ट्विन फ्लेम स्टोरी में नहीं है. एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल अफेयर को एक ट्विन फ्लेम जर्नी का ठप्पा देना बंद करो, ठीक है. Don't label your extramarital affair as a twin flame journey, please. At least in front of me, don't do it. Okay. It's not gonna happen. So what happens is that this 5 person who are in an extramarital journey, they meet up at a place and they say that I am also in a twin flame journey, you are also in twin flame journey. अब हम कोई पाप नहीं कर रहे हैं, ठीक है ना. अब हम जगह जगह मुंह भी मार रहे हैं, तो हम अपना ट्विन फ्लेम के साथ मुंह मार रहे हैं. राइट. हम लोग अब दूध के दूल्हे हैं, हम लोग अब बहुत अच्छे काम करने भगवान हमको काजू कतली बर्फ़ी खिलाने वाले. वाई? बिकॉज हम तो ट्विन फ्लेम के साथ कर रहे हैं, किसी एरे गरे के साथ थोड़ा ना कर रहे हैं. दीज ऑल आर बुलशिट्स. ओके, I don't want to go deep on these things, right? Just putting on these facts that it is very rare that a twin flame will meet other twin flame in their life. Even if they meet, it will be a very momentary interaction. You won't get to spend a lot of time with the other person. It is very rare. Now just imagine that in this world there are so many fake people who say that their entire community is a twin flame. Their friend is a twin flame, their mother is a twin flame, their parents are a twin flame, their teacher is a twin flame, the actors that they love, Saif Ali Khan, Kareena Kapoor, married, they are also twin flame. Okay, so they have this illusion of world created around them, wherein they find that every Tom, Dick and Harry around them are a twin flame, right? Which is not true, which is extremely rarest of the rarest combination, right? You can revisit one of the example that we always see, that if you view your city from the top of any tower or at a height, you see there are many. Even if you fly by a flight, I'm saying flight, and flight is moving across my house. So if you see from a flight, on the ground, at evening or on the night, you see there are many street lamps, posted, and there is always a distance. From a ground view you cannot see how organized those street lamps are kept, but once you are on a flight, once you board a flight and it takes off, you can see once the flight leaves your city on a takeoff mode, or even while landing, you can see that the lights are posted at a distance. So accordingly, universe plants every light worker in such a way that if you are a light worker in a society or in your building, even it's a rarest of the rarest thing that other twin flame or the other light worker will be found very near to you. That person will at least be kept at a distance from your house. That's the reason why these twin flames and light workers, it's not easy, because the way people organize the street lamps on the streets so that there is no dark on the streets, everywhere there is light and illumination, right? They keep it at a distance. If you see a street lamp, one street lamp is kept, then the other street lamps will be at least 300-200 meter away from the previous street lamp. It won't be kept next to next, right? So that is the value of being a light worker, right? So please come out of your illusion lifestyle where you find every other person in your life is surrounded by twin flames, and stop calling your extramarital affairs as a twin flame journey. You are liking any person, you are in an extramarital affair, then please have this nuts. Most of are female, so I can't say to have balls also. So please have these guts to take it to your spine, and please have the spine to say that yes, I am having extramarital affair. I want my sexual gratification with that person. Don't put this thappa that I am having an extramarital affair and it's a very pious and a pure because I am in a twin flame journey, right? तो ये वही बात हो गया ना कि गंगा जी में नाला मिला दिया है और आप नाले में जाके नहा रहे हो और बोल रहे हो कि मैंने गंगा जी में स्नान किया. अब वो गंगा जी रहा कहाँ, वो तो नाला हो चुका है ना, ठीक है. इतना ज़्यादा उसमें कचड़ा पानी डाल दे, अब वो नाला बन चुका है, गंगा है ही नहीं, ठीक है. पर फिर भी आप उसमें जाके गोता मार रहे हो और बोल रहे हो मैंने गंगा जी में स्नान किया. तो दिस ऑलमोस्ट द सेम थिंग. I don't know the analogy was the correct one or not, but I suppose that is how things have got contaminated. Your entire lifestyle, your entire everything is somewhere else. You are trying to compare those multiple relationships of other people around you. Your friends are doing, everyone is doing, I should also do it, and labeling anyone as a twin flame. And if you deny this fact that no sir, how can you say that I am having extramarital affair, that person is not my twin flame. I am in a very pious and a pure journey and God is with me and falana dimkana, God is planning all my sexual Kama Sutra education. Then in that case, let me ask you a simple question. If you are a twin flame, if you are a light worker, on the context of this, on the pretext of being a twin flame, you are having that extramarital affair and you are calling it a pious one, then let me ask you, as a twin flame or a light worker, what is your mission statement? What is your life purpose that you are doing? तो वहाँ पे तुमको मिलता अंडा, वो भी सड़ा हुआ अंडा, क्योंकि तुम्हारा कोई मिशन स्टेटमेंट है ही नहीं, तुम्हारा लाइफ में कोई बड़ा गोल है ही नहीं, ठीक है ना. तुम्हारा सिर्फ दिन भर का आइडियोलॉजी यही है कि सामने वाले के साथ कैसे जाके ठोकम ठुकाई करना है और कुछ नहीं. और तुम खुद को ट्विन फ्लेम बोलते हो, तो सबसे पहले तो इतना घटिया सोच ट्विन फ्लेम का होता ही नहीं है, ठीक है. अगर आप ट्विन फ्लेम मटेरियल हो, अगर आप लाइट वर्कर हो, तो इतना घटिया सोच होता ही नहीं. बिकॉज ट्विन फ्लेम्स डू नॉट एंजॉय दोज शिटी थिंग्स फॉर अ लेंथ ऑफ टाइम. Even if they get into the shitty things, they feel very suffocated. They try to come out of it and they try to breathe the fresh air, ठीक है. उनको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा कि रात दिन ये कचड़ाई वाला ज़िंदगी में जिए, right? But you are enjoying this kachada life and you are calling it a life, and then topping it up, a cherry on the cake, I am a twin flame, then it's you're fooling yourself. You're nowhere, babe. So you will find lot many coaches, lot many people in the market who will push you that go girl, yes, you are in a twin flame journey and this and things like that, and they will try to hallucinate you in those things. But let me tell you, they will not push you towards your mission statement. They will not push you towards getting your spiritual depths, based on which, on a realistic level, on an energetic level, on an actual level, you can have a permanent union with a twin flame. Which it's a long journey. एक तपस्या है ये, ठीक है. It's a complete what you call साधना है. और तुम साधना जाके क्या कर रहे हो, ओयो में जाके ठुकाई कर रहे हो और बोल रहे हो कि मैं लाइफ का स्टेटमेंट कर रहा हूँ, मिशन स्टेटमेंट कर रहा हूँ. अरे किसी के साथ भले तुम्हारा ट्विन फ्लेम ही क्यों ना हो, ठीक है, उस तरीके से यूनियन नहीं मिलता मेरी जान. एंड अगर मिल भी गया आपको, अगर आपको लगा कि अरे सर आप ये सब बोलते रहो, मैंने तो अपना ट्विन फ्लेम के साथ सेक्स किया, बड़ा मज़ा भी आया, ऐसा फीलिंग तो मैं शब्दों में बता नहीं सकता, इट वॉज अ वेरी वंडरफुल फीलिंग. तो आई टेल यू, permanent union is also not possible for you guys. Soon there will be a breakup. Soon you will be parting of ways with your person. Because why? Because so much of energy exchange has already happened with both of you, that now you are done. Okay, now you are done. There's a signal already sent to the universe that they have had too many intimate moments altogether. Now separate them, because even in the eyes of universe, the proper balance of twin flames or light workers is when they are doing their mission statement, when they are serving to the bigger goal of the universe. Only then it is meant. So again, what the universe will do, again universe will separate you guys and plant it at a different distant location. Now you guys start doing a mission statement, and again at those moment also you are not doing anything of that value that will contribute to your larger union, and you are only doing things of running around your twin flame, watching videos and doing things like that. So how can you expect union? So what will happen is that many times I say this, and every time I might say that this time at least you have Vijay sir to guide you, but every time you won't find anyone to remind you or guide you that do your mission statement or something and have a permanent union with your twin flame. You won't find. And what will happen again, next lifetime also, you live the same life. You will see people around you getting married, people around you having kids, people around you having a moment with their life partner, and you are there stuck again. वही ट्विन फ्लेम वाला दाल खिचड़ी, ट्विन फ्लेम मिला, चिंगारी लगा, माचिस में आग लगी, दिल में धक धक हुआ, और फिर वो धक्का मुक्की में छोड़ के चला गया. फिर वही तोता मैने का कहानी चलता रहेगा जिंदगी. Because if you don't take the learnings in this lifetime, it is transferred to the next lifetime. क्योंकि तुम्हारा पास्ट लाइफ झंड था, तो इस लाइफ भी थोड़ा सा झंड है ही, ठीक है. इस लाइफ टाइम में भी कुछ मत करो, अगले लाइफ टाइम भी झंड ही होने वाला है बेटा, कुछ भी बदलने वाला नहीं है. राइट. तो ये सब चीज़ है आपका, ठीक है, फॉर द ट्विन फ्लेम्स. तो एक काम करते हैं, कितना देर हो गया दैट वी आर ऑनलाइन. देयर इज सम 2024 podcasts, what you call predictions, I wanted to share with you guys, because 2024 का भी अभी मैंने लास्ट टाइम किया भी था एक प्रेडिक्शन, वो महाशिवरात्रि के टाइम पे. तो वहीं से थोड़ा कंटिन्यू करके थोड़ा डिटेल में करते हैं, थोड़ा कनेक्ट करते हैं यूनिवर्स से, और देखते हैं कि डिटेल में कनेक्ट करके 2024 में और क्या क्या आने वाला है. ओके, हाउ 2024 इज गोइंग टू बी अ क्रिटिकल ईयर, एंड व्हाट आर द इवेंट्स दैट गेट्स चैनलाइज्ड टुडे, ओके, एज अ रेफरेंस to the rest of the months that is left coming for this year. So what are the things that can happen? Okay, so that would be a eventful one. And finally, I'd like to have a separate podcast, particularly for the twin flame channelings or the predictions only for the twin flames, those who are genuinely twin flames. Okay, so I'll try to wind it up right now. Okay, we'll take a break for a few minutes. Those who want to come and be a part of 2024 predictions, because see, this year is going to be very critical. I have told many times already since 2020. I have been saying, not that because 2024 has come up, so I am saying that this year is a critical. Since from 2020 only I am saying. So knowing such predictions and will be helpful for everyone, for you and your family. Okay, so we'll take up that topic after this. Okay, so let's have a short break for a while and we'll connect again. Okay, chalo. God bless you all and love you all.